Egypt attack. Profile of Sinai Province. Militant group. Sinai Province is a militant group that has put its name to a string of deadly attacks in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula, and has pledged allegiance to Islamic State (IS). On January 29, a series of strikes against military targets in North Sinai left more than 30 people dead, attacks which analysts said showed a new level of coordination. The attacks were carried out despite efforts by the Egyptian military to quell unrest in Sinai through a military crackdown. Attacks against Israel. Sinai Province was previously called Ansar Beit al-Maqdis, Champions of Jerusalem, but announced the name change in November 2014 when it pledged allegiance to IS, the militant organization that had made rapid advances in Iraq and Syria. Ansar Beit al-Maqdis was an Al-Qaeda-inspired group that started its operations immediately after the January 2011 uprising that led to the fall of Egypt's long-running ruler Hosni Mubarak. The group was initially known for launching attacks on Israeli targets and interests. It first gained attention in July 2012 when it assumed responsibility for the blowing up of a pipeline that exports gas to Israel and Jordan, and a month later, it said it had fired rockets from Sinai into the southern Israeli resort of Eilat. In September 2012 the group claimed responsibility for attacking an Israeli border patrol in response to a US-produced film widely condemned in the Muslim world as having insulted the Prophet Muhammad. Assassination attempt. It was after Egypt's Islamist President Mohamed Morsi was forced from power in 2013 and the security forces cracked down on his Muslim Brotherhood supporters that the group started directing its violence against the Egyptian army and police. The group has been involved in suicide bombings, drive-by shootings, assassinations and beheadings. In one of its most high-profile attacks, the group tried to assassinate Interior Minister Mohammed Ibrahim in September 2013, when his motorcade in Cairo was targeted by a car bomb. A month later there were attacks on South Sinai's Security Directorate and on the Military Intelligence Building in the Suez Canal, city of Ismailia. On January 24, 2014, Ansar Beit al-Maqdis once again targeted the capital, saying it had carried out an apparent suicide truck bombing outside the police headquarters in Cairo. The day later, on the anniversary of Egypt's revolution against Mr. Mubarak, the group claimed to have downed a military helicopter in northern Sinai, killing 5 soldiers. It staged its first attack on foreign travelers in February of the same year, bombing a bus waiting to cross into Israel, and killing 3 South Koreans and the Egyptian bus driver. Then in August 2014, the group broadcast a brutal video showing the beheading of 4 military servicemen they accuse of spying for Israel's security service, Mossad. Another 6 army personnel were killed the following month. It was in October 2014, shortly before the group pledged allegiance to it, that it said it was behind 2 attacks on Egyptian military positions in the Sinai, that killed more than 30 soldiers, the biggest loss of life in decades for Egypt's army.